What's up out there, Colorado Buffs?
So I love to see it. It's hilarious to me because he and I joke about it on a daily basis. We just got to get him a lucrative watch deal. He can't keep doing it for free. He can't keep doing it for nothing. We got to capitalize now. He is my son. We got to capitalize on the moment.
Today we have several great news stories for you, so let's get started. Our main story today is about Coach Prime dropping the battle axe on Shedeur. For those who missed it, during a recent episode on Well Off Media, Coach Prime dropped some hilarious shade on Shedeur. We're also going to talk about Warren Sapp's future at Colorado and a couple other great stories. So sit back, grab a funnel cake, and get ready because this is the prime time for college football. Now, our first story today, we're going to talk about Coach Prime lobbing hilarious truth bombs at Shedeur. Recently, during an episode of Well Off Media, Shedeur was seen dressed in an absolutely crazy outfit. The quarterback was wearing a puffy jacket over a turtleneck with a chain, making some fashion choices that were questionable at best. So Shiloh straight up told him that the outfit was too much. And unfortunately, because the Well Off videos are copyright, we can't play you that clip, but here is a picture of that outfit being worn. Now, after seeing the outfit, Shiloh told Shedeur, "I could swing on you right now, and it's not going to hurt." Shiloh said, "You're doing too much." Eventually, the argument needed to be settled, so Shiloh called Coach Prime and showed him what Shedeur was wearing. Coach Prime said, "Oh, no," and then followed up with, "What are you, a trash bag?" He said, it sounded like he said, "You ain't carrying a purse, though." Shiloh chimed in, "Dad, he is, and he's for real about this. He needs an intervention. What he's doing isn't what he thinks he's doing." Shiloh continued to roast Shedeur throughout the drive to the fashion show. His big old jacket and his little bag, Shiloh said, it looks like he's got little dog treats in there. He looks like somebody's rich auntie right now. And we found the entire exchange hilarious. You need to go watch that on Well Off's page if you haven't already. But obviously the whole thing was just in good fun and was the guys just joking around. I think their loose personality and just the fact that they're not so... they don't take themselves so seriously is a big part of why they have found success and why they've seen recruiting and portal success there in Boulder. It's why Coach Prime found success at Jackson State. That's why he's been likable his entire career. It's because he doesn't take himself so seriously. And his kids are kind of the same way. They understand that everything's being filmed. They understand that Well Off and the different outlets, they understand that that stuff is everywhere. And yet they're okay laughing at themselves. They're okay making some jokes here and there. They're okay, and they're confident enough in themselves to not be scared of having a few jokes cracked their way. It's a little bit different when he's your dad, but imagine Deion Sanders cracking jokes on you and then hundreds of thousands of people seeing that. None of us would sign up for that, but it is funny to see. And the group that can laugh together and not take themselves so seriously all the time is certainly a group that's going to stay together and win together at times. I think it's pretty special to see. Wanted to tell the story a little bit. I know a lot of you have probably already seen it, but wanted to kind of set the scene for that and say, hey, I think it goes deeper than just being a funny video on Well Off. I think it goes deeper than just being a funny thing that you may see on Colorado Barstool, on Twitter, or wherever. I think the fact that they are engaged, they are fun, they let their personality show through. It's who they are at all times. I think that's a big deal for Colorado. I think it's what attracts families and kids and recruits and portal kids to Boulder. I think it's a big deal. And I appreciate them with that moment of vulnerability. I'd also appreciate if Shedeur never wore that again so that we don't have to see it again. What did you guys think about the outfit? I know you saw the clip. I know you watched it. Wanted to give our take on how I think it's pretty tangible and real in the real life world as well. But let us know your thoughts on the comments about the outfit there. All right, next, let's talk about Colorado sending some mixed signals about Warren Sapp joining the staff. Now, recently, NBC wrote an article addressing this topic. I'll also say this. In our Discord, which we've asked you guys to join, it's free. I've had some people ask about this And so we wanted to address it specifically. I'll tell you this. If you get in that Discord and you start asking about things specifically, I will research them and I will get on here and try and talk about them for you guys. The link to join the Discord is in the description. It's a free Discord link. Come get in there with us. It's basically a big old group chat. Somebody asked about this specifically, so here we are doing a video on it. But feel free to jump in there. Happy to chat with you guys and share any kind of insight that I can. Recently, NBC wrote an article and they addressed the topic, basically saying that Deion Sanders has said that Warren Sapp will join his coaching staff at Colorado. Now, the University of Colorado representatives deny holding any discussions about hiring Sapp. The article goes on to point out that Sapp has a history of criminal charges in a sexual harassment lawsuit. As of now, the situation remains unresolved. So I don't know the details about Sapp, and I'm not going to weigh in on whether or not I would hire him. But what I do know is people deserve second chances for mistakes that they make. So what about some mistakes that maybe go too far and can't be forgiven? That's where I'm glad that I'm not the head man here. I support Coach Prime, and I think he's working together with the college to come up with the right solution here. Does that solution mean that Warren Sapp is a coach? Is he on the staff? I don't know. That's not my place to say. I do support the final decision that Coach Prime comes up with. I know there have been times in my life where I've wanted a second chance, of forgiveness for a mistake, something that maybe wasn't even a mistake, things that I did intentionally. I've been dumb and young and all those things. And I think the media ultimately needs to stay out of Warren Sapp's business on this. You're hearing a lot of people say if I was Coach Prime, I would do this. If I was Colorado, I would do this. I don't think that's my place. I don't think I need to tell you guys what I would do, what I wouldn't do. At the end of the day, I think that as a general rule, people deserve forgiveness. As a general rule, if people kind of repent and kind of turn over a new leaf, they typically deserve forgiveness. Not speaking in Sapp's case or not Sapp's case. But I will say that I trust in Coach Prime. And I think that the decision he makes is going to be the right one. I think he's going about this the right way with the college to make sure that they're on the same page. And we'll look forward to updating you as we have more information on that. Now, lastly, let's talk about a recent post that Coach Prime made on Twitter, or X if you're calling it that these days. Coach Prime posted, "Success isn't always about greatness, because my late grandmother, Hattie Mae Mims, I considered to be a great woman of God, but you wouldn't necessarily associate her with success because you didn't know or recognize her from any other woman. You can be successful without being popular or great. Just be consistent." I really enjoyed this post. I think that people need to hear that you can be successful without being popular or great. I think at times, we can all be a living testament to that. I would think that I consider myself a living testament to that. Just be yourself. Be consistent. Work hard. And most important, be good to other people. And at the end of the day, that's probably the true measure of success. It's not how many people know your name. We've got a channel that we've built up fairly well over the last year in covering Coach Prime, and 98% of you don't even know my name. And that's fine. This isn't about me. You don't have to be the one to get all the glory. And that's kind of what Coach Prime's saying about his grandma here. Somebody who he thinks was a great woman of God, but you or I might look at her and have no idea that she was successful, have no idea that she was Deion's grandma. It's what you're doing when people aren't watching. It's what you're doing when you're not getting the credit. It's the consistency. It's the hard work. It's the effort that really matters. And as long as you know you've done those things, you can truly consider yourself a success. We all know that Coach Prime is a success. Look at what he's done through his career. But you haven't seen the things that have made him into that success. You haven't seen the things that happen in the dark, in the shadows, when no one else is watching, the training, the late nights, the hours studying. You've not seen that. I've not seen that. And that's truly what makes him a success. Awesome post by Coach Prime. Wanted to give my 2 cents on that as well. Hey, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you for being part of the channel. Hopefully you've had a really good week. We'll have more content for you tomorrow morning. Thank you guys, as always, for watching the Prime Time for college football.